Good afternoon, Stillwater. I'm Kevin Thole.
And I'm Haley Laupsher, and you're watching Pony Express TV.
If you are a sophomore or a junior and are interested in playing either Division I or Division II college sports, make an appointment with your counselor to make sure you are meeting the academic requirements.
Be sure to talk with your counselor to make sure that you are taking the right classes for your college. Also be sure to register with the NCAA eligibility on eligibilitycenter.org to submit your transcript through Parchment.
After 11 seasons, Vikings linebacker Chad Greenway has announced that he is going to retire. Greenway played a large role in the Vikings defense and finished 4th in career tackles for the Vikings.
President Trump has revised the list of countries included in his travel ban. The countries now include Syria, Libya, Iran, Yemen, Somalia, and Sudan. He has taken Iraq off of the original list of countries included in the ban.
This week, I had the pleasure of interviewing James Huntley, captain of the wrestling team, on his successful season. I'm here with James Huntley, captain of the wrestling team, about to interview him about his successful season. So James, you've been wrestling for a long time. When did you first get into wrestling and why?
Started in 7th grade, and I was just following in the footsteps of my older brother because he'd wrestled earlier, and then the junior high coach, Scott Nelson, came over and asked me, and he wanted to get me out for it, so I came out for the sport.
And how were you your first year?
Pretty bad. I was pretty green like everyone is in their first year of their sport, so I don't know, it was just a lot of learning that first year.
So what motivated you to become better at the sport?
Honestly, just seeing the success of some of the older guys on the team and where they went, and we have a huge plaque in the room that has the names of everyone that's qualified for the state tournament, and getting my name on that board, that always had been a goal of mine, so I just wanted to be the best I could.
So what do you think were some of the biggest successes of your entire high school career?
I think some of my biggest successes as an individual came this last season as my senior year. That's when I really bloomed. Getting to the state tournament and doing things at the state tournament, that was huge. I beat some good kids this year, and that was good for me personally. And as a team this year, we qualified for the state tournament. I've never done that before, so that was huge for us. So I'd say that this year really was my biggest year and the best year for us as a team.
So you had huge success by going to state your sophomore year, which not a lot of kids do. But then you didn't go your junior year. Did not going your junior year motivate you to become better for your senior year?
Definitely, I think so. After not getting the same experience and seeing all my teammates go down and not being able to participate with them junior year, that hurt, especially after going sophomore year. So I just really put in a lot of work over the summer and in this past fall to get ready for the season, and it paid off.
What do you do in the off season to prepare for success?
During the springtime, after the regular season ends, I wrestle a different type of wrestling, freestyle, which is the international, Olympic style. So that's kind of my mat type of training the off season. And other than that, it's just cross training. I used to run cross country, so I run a lot, and I'm lifting throughout the summer.
What do you like the most about wrestling?
Probably just getting in the room every day, and it gives me something to do with my time, and it keeps me organized, and it's a fight, and it's something I can be successful at, which I like it a lot for that, I guess, and just, I don't know, a lot of my friends are in the room, so getting to be with the guys every day, that's my favorite part about it.
So what do you think was your highlight match of the year?
I think there were a few that were pretty key for me personally. In the beginning of the year, the first duel of the year, actually, we wrestled Woodbury, and that was probably our biggest contender for the conference title. And I wrestled a good friend of mine, a tough kid, and I ended up beating him, and it was a close match. So that personally was a huge win. And we beat Woodbury as a team too. And I think later on in the year, down at the state tournament actually, I was in the blood rounds of the state tournament, meaning if I won, I'd go on, and if I lost, I was eliminated. And I beat Rowan Morgan, who's a tough kid from Mounds View, so that was a huge match for me as well. So
James, you're going on to wrestling college at Eau Claire. What are you looking forward to most, and what do you hope to accomplish there?
I'm looking forward to, it's moving on to college, so I'm excited, and it's a whole nother level of the sport. New guys in the room, and everything's more intense, so I'm excited for that. And, my biggest goal, I want to get down to the NCAA tournament and place and dominate down there, so that's what I'm looking to do in college.
All right, James, thank you for being on the show, and I hope you have a lot of success in college.
Thanks, Kevin.
Wow, it seems like he works really hard, and it's really seeming to pay off.
Yeah, he seems like a really good leader, and I hope he goes on to do great things in college.
That concludes this week's announcements.
From all of us here at Pony Express TV, have a great week.